Hello everyone and welcome to my morning pot analysis videos on Wednesday 21st of November with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Hantec Markets. A little bit of a risk rally this morning, nothing too significant, well considering what we saw yesterday. There was a significant move to the downside on oil. Let's have a look at that WTI chart. Massive selling pressure coming through that oil chart yesterday. A little bit of a rebound today as risk appetite has ticked a shade or two higher. But yeah, nothing too significant. That rebound has allowed equity markets to rally a touch. S&P 500 down 1.8%. Dow down 2.2% yesterday. Futures on Wall Street a little bit higher, about 0.5%, so that's allowed these European markets to rebound. But certainly there was a significant move yesterday that was into safe havens. So the 10-year yield on the US Treasuries at levels not seen since September. So yeah, we certainly saw that. A little bit of an unwinding element to that move today, but and that has allowed and that sort of pulled the dollar a little bit low because the dollar basically trades as a safe haven at the moment. It's rebounded yesterday on that safe haven move, but will that move back into a little bit more of a risk sort of side of the market? Will that continue? I would find that questionable. But that rebound on equities has been seen today. Again, there was intraday breakdowns across the European market yesterday. Didn't hold into the close, but basically unwinding some of that selling pressure. But is it a chance to sell once more today? Some of that move has been driven by some of the risk appetite move has been driven by Italy. Suggestions that perhaps there's a little bit of wriggle room that they're going to give on their spending plans in their budget resubmissions. And that's allowed Italian yields to open a little bit lower today, but again, a little bit of a rebound actually as on Italian yields as the suggestions have sort of been questioned, and again, that could be a reason why equity markets are just sort of pairing some of those gains once more. So a little bit of a bulk of US data today to be considering, because we've got Thanksgiving tomorrow, so they've brought forward much of the data points today. Durable goods at 1:30 is probably the key factor there. 1:30, we're looking for 0.4% on the month. Also got jobless claims in line with last month, very much at levels that continue to be very low. Existing home sales at 3 o'clock expected to grow by 1% on the month, and the final reading of Michigan sentiment 98.3, which is actually in line with where the prelim was, but 98.6 was where the final reading was last month, so a shade lower on that as the confirmation there. So my chart today is the French CAC 40. I was talking about European equity markets yesterday breaking through their support levels. That French CAC 40, 48.96 was that low, 48.94 was the intraday low before a rebound into the close. But again, is that rebound into the close likely to continue? Well, certainly it looks as though that the momentum indicators are still very negatively or correctively configured. So, the acceleration low that we saw yesterday, I'd say selling into strength remains an option here. Just sort of zoom out here, you can see all these sort of old key lows between 4,995 up towards 5,051. Key lows become overhead supply in this selling phase, so that would be the worry, that the market comes back to fill that gap at 4,980, but effectively that's just used as another chance to sell. It hasn't even filled that gap yet. 4,968 is the initial resistance from yesterday's traded high. Hasn't yet closed, even traded up to that point. So intraday rallies certainly seen, I think, as a chance to sell on the French CAC. Now this breakdown is not all that healthy. On the CAC, it certainly does look as though that big top pattern, that big topping out, has been confirmed, and further weakness looks likely, I think, in the European equities, and the French CAC 40 is not any different to that. So a little bit of an intraday rebound, just giving the hourly indicators a chance to unwind a touch, but anything around 50 towards 60 on the RSI seems to be a selling opportunity on the French index now. Anything back towards neutral on the MACD lines, again, a chance to sell. So filling that gap at around that 4,990 area, 4,980, 4,990, I think would be an opportunity if it were to be seen. So I would wish you good luck in your trading, and I will speak to you later.